SOLARMAN, thank you so much for coming back and being able to have discussions with me. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me. They love the other interview we did. So and it's a little expensive for you, but hey, the people want what the people want. So I appreciate you having me, and I look forward to whatever that we talking about today.
Perfect. Just a side note, it may be a little pricey for me, but right here now, the way the world is going, the way this country is going, I think it's worth it. Because if there's things that I want to talk to you again, like I told you in the first interview, I'm from an older generation, and I'm listening to, and I kind of like things, some of the things that you're saying. So I want to again tap into your head. The first interview, I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I wanted a part two.
Right on, right on, right on. So we in this is Oak Cliff. What's the name of your channel? Oak Cliff Confidential.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. And we in Oak Cliff with it too. You wanna know why I got this blade?
Looks like a machete.
Yeah, we cutting through the bullshit today. So we slicing right through and we getting straight to the point. I'm tired of the fuck shit. I'm tired of people. I kind of like had a change of heart, and I think we had some hope in people, but I'm kind of like feeling like a lot of people in the way. So I like your platform. I'm ready to get to it.
Right on, right on. I appreciate that. I'm gonna get straight into it. November the 4th is tomorrow. We're doing elections, and me being in D-Town here, OC, Oak Cliff, CCL, CC4L. Anybody from D-Town know what I'm talking about when I say CC4L.
Yeah, I just feel like you just gang bang on me. What was that?
Actually, I'm talking about Oak Cliff, and I'm talking about David W. Porter High School.
Oh, okay, okay.
CC4L.
Yeah, they made a movie about y'all. One of my favorite movies growing up was Friday Night Lights, and they told like the white boy story of playing y'all, and they made y'all look like kind of ghetto. But they always like when I seen the movie though, like I wanted to like this was like the movie probably came out when I was like maybe 9, 10 or something like that, and it always made me like I wanted to look like y'all. Anyways, I didn't want to look like the other team, the white boy team. I wanted to look like y'all because y'all look like y'all had it going on.
We did. Thank you, man. I rarely hear people that know about about Carter High School and what went down in '89 for our championship. Thank you, man. That made me feel good.
Oh, right on. Yeah, y'all legendary for sure. But yeah, I'm ready to get to it. Like I said, we cutting through the bullshit today for sure.
Let's do it. My first topic again, we're talking about November the 4th elections tomorrow, and being on the ballot. So the elections are tomorrow. The state of the country is what it is. I want to talk to you about black voting. Specifically black male voters in your age demographic.
Right.
Where y'all at?
Shit. We still worried about we in survival mode right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. The vibration in the atmosphere right now is kind of all muddy. So we kind of double-minded right now. That's just the general vibe that I'm getting. In all transparency, what's on the ballot right now? What's on the ballot for tomorrow?
The fate of our country. Honestly, sir, you can go look it up in your local county or local city. What's on the ballot? I don't care what's on the ballot. Go vote. You know what's on the ballot. Go vote. People died for you to have that. People died for you to have that voice. That I don't care what's on the ballot. I don't care what your political stance is. I don't care what you want to do. Go vote.
This nigga, bro.
I apologize, sir. I do have I do have animals. I do have cats, and cats tend to go to people that don't like them.
Yeah, this nigga.
I apologize.
This nigga. No, right on. So I completely agree as far as the sentiment of go vote, period, regardless of whatever the fuck going on. I was just curious as to the issues that I might not be aware of. Some of the issues that I know that I'm aware of though is I know that they like, for example, we in the city of Dallas right now, right? And this just came across my desk. They trying to, and something that I benefited from too in my early youth. They trying to take away the transit in certain neighborhoods. They trying to take away the DART system. That's what we call our busing system. They trying to take that away in like Plano, all the white neighborhoods. So they're trying to make it hard for people, for lower income people, or just people who need public transportation to get around. And the more and more I see how these white folks get down, and it's not just white folks, it's Indian folks, it's white folks, and it's this white nationalist type of mentality. The more and more I see how they get down, the more and more how I kind of like, it's kind of like hard not to hate these people. And I'm not saying, no, I'm saying exactly, we cutting through the bullshit today. I'm saying exactly what the fuck I'm saying. I hate these people. I hate anybody who feels like people don't need help, or anybody who feels like because I wasn't a nepo baby like you bitches, or I didn't come from a trust fund like you bitches. That I should suffer, or I should figure out an alternative way to get to work. You motherfuckers want me to work, but then you're trying to take away options for me to get to work. Well, make it make sense, you know? I'm supposed to be, my demographic is supposed to be lazy. We're supposed to be this, but we're supposed to be that. But you motherfuckers are making it so hard to just be around you motherfuckers. And so what I'm learning about this country, what I'm learning about this place, is that these people don't really want you here. These people want you to be the slave class. And I think I'm starting to realize that there's no alternative to living with these kind of people. So what's the solution? The solution has to be community. Kind of going back to the last video, it has to be community funding, community food kitchens, community policing, community ride sharing as well. We got to go back to the community because these people are, and I've heard this come across my desk as well. These people are taking it back to what it used to be like for my grandparents growing up. How they kind of say like that world didn't exist really. They try to make it seem like that post-racial paradise that we're living in. It was so long ago. That shit wasn't that long ago. My grandmother, my grandfather, they're still here. Their children remember their stories and etc. They like to share. And by the way, they like to share these experiences and these stories in black and white and shit like that. Even though a lot of this shit was in color, but they try to do all this. It's all like a mental. It's all like a mental finesse game. They like to trick you into thinking that this shit. These people are pussies, man, and I don't respect them. They're devious pussies. And I sit back and I know that the way that I'm speaking is vulgar, but this shit it doesn't deserve respect. If I was to debate one of these pussies, I wouldn't even debate them because there's no debate. There's no debating with hate. There's no debating with someone who doesn't view your life as equal to theirs. There's no debating with that. There's no getting around that shit. So I know I'm going on a little rant with that shit, but yeah, I don't respect pussies. And I'm cutting through the bullshit. And the same way that I can't come on their property and they'll do something to me is the same way I feel about them. If they come on my property or if they come against me in any way and my people in any way, I think they should die. Horrible deaths, violent ones.
Okay. Wow. Back to the voting though, sir.
Right.
Demographic, your age group, and the voting.
What's the solution for that? Or where we at with it? To be honest with you, my particular demographic. So I'm like where I was born. I was born at the end of the millennials. So the millennials is currently kind of who's taking office right now and stuff like that. Taking mayor offices, etc. My demographic. So where we at with it is, again, I mentioned us being in survival mode, but a lot of us are waking up. A lot of us are realizing the play and realizing the finesse, and a lot of us are. Can you make sure it's not finna die? Are we still rolling? All right, cool. I can cut that out. A lot of us are a lot of us are a lot of us are nah, don't cut that out. Leave that part in. A lot of us are caught up in our own worlds. So this message was kind of late actually. Had I known that the primaries was coming up for these specific elections right now, I would have wanted to do your platform sooner. Is what I'm saying. We're kind of doing we're turning in our homework late. You know, last minute push. What do I think is going to happen though in reality? I think my demographic is waking up to the point where we're going to start, our kids are going to be the ones that's more informed than our generation was, etc. I think that what's going to happen right now is that it's going to get worse. It's going to keep getting worse. It's going to get so bad to where we have to be informed, to where we have to look around us because our conditions will be so what's the word I'm looking for? So bad that we'll be forced to be in a position to where if we don't do anything, freedom or the America as we know it will be a country only for white men, like it was always intended to be. But it'll be intentionally. So anyways, so to answer your question, as far as my demographic, I can't answer that right now, Miss Candy, because again, we're turning in our homework late. But I can just speak on a general consensus of my demographic, and a lot of motherfuckers don't care. I'm gonna just be real with you. A lot of motherfuckers don't care. But also, I say double-minded. I did mention that we're double-minded because then you got people like me. I do care, and I am aware of some issues and some topics, and I will definitely be showing up and doing my part, whatever I can do. However, with the celebrity that I have right now, my voice isn't as big as I would need it to be. As it gets bigger, I'll be more of an advocate for these issues. But right now, we're kind of going to have to sit back and see what happens. And that's unfortunate, but maybe we'll get surprised. But right now, right now we're just going to have to wait and find out.
Okay, let me pivot off to something else then. Since we're on the elections, we're talking about the country, we're talking about the world and the state it's in now. You did mention community. We as a people, what do you think we can do at this point in time, where this country is headed, we can do as a community?
Get the fuck out our feelings and get in action. Get the fuck out our feelings, meaning let's stop waiting for there to be racial moments to mobilize us, and let's mobilize ourselves in our local communities. So for example, we all got groups, right? We got Facebook groups, we got peer groups, we got basketball groups, we got party groups, we got bullshit groups. We come together always for the fuck shit. We always do that for the fuck shit. So in our groups, we need to start. This is literally what we're gonna do. So in Oak Cliff, for specifically, right? And it doesn't take many people to do this. You don't need 100 people to mobilize. One man can start a war. 10 men can win a war. So anyways, what you do is you go door to door in your communities and you see who's in your homes. We knock on those doors and we see what's going on in each home. Who's in there? We take it's called a census, right? We do our own census. We do our own census in our communities, and we knock on these doors. And we're not gonna be received by everybody, but that's okay. Everybody not gonna make it, and that's okay. And that's okay. Everybody not gonna make it, and that's okay. But the ones that do want to make it, what are we knocking on your doors for? What do we know to know? We're not knocking on your door so we can ask something from you. We wouldn't mind donations and shit like that pouring into the pot. It's called the storehouse. You're supposed to bring all your tithes to the store. So really what we're doing is getting back to the church and what the church was actually intended to be. So that's what we're doing. We're rebuilding the temples in our own community. So we go door to door. We sue who's in the home. How many elderly folks do we have in the home? How many working age adults do we have in the home? How many doctors do we have in the home? How many soldiers, soldier type dudes that we got in the home? How many teachers do we got in the home? And we take a consensus on that so we know what's in our community, and then we go from there, and then we organize ourselves. And it does not have to be one person in charge. It doesn't have to be two people in charge. We can do community policing and community organizing, but as long as we know who we're, I'm sorry.
I'm just agreeing with
Oh yeah, for sure. As long as we know what the fuck we're working with, we'll be able to start somewhere. We'll be able to take a pot, and we'll be able to take a collection. I don't need all your money, but whatever you have to give can work towards us. It's all about us, for us, by us. It's real FUBU shit going on, but it has to go on because, again, these people are not playing fair. And the difference between then and now, since we're cutting through the bullshit, right? We're cutting through the bullshit. The difference between then and now is that we are we've been able to hold our nuts in our hands a little bit more. Social media kind of like gives us the only thing that we have. That's the only thing that's different now. The only thing that we have to buffer to as a safeguard is social media and the rate of information and how it can spread. Our grandparents and them, they had to face the initial blow. But the way that these white boys like to play is how they like to say we need to get over some shit and we need to stop holding grudges. And they like to quote all types of bitch ass niggas like Gandhi and bitch ass niggas that didn't give a fuck about us anyway. What's going on is these motherfuckers hold grudges, and it's coming back around, and it's coming back around the roost. This is the second blow, and I know I'm divvying a little bit. I'm still on topic, but in the word how it says that when you cast out demons, 7 more come back stronger. Have you heard about that?
Yes.
So what's going on with that? What's going on with that is we casted out those demons the first time with the first civil rights movement, and the way that my people had to shed blood for all people. All you motherfuckers are benefiting from my people. All you Asian motherfuckers are benefiting from my people. All you Latino motherfuckers are benefiting from my people. All you Caribbean, African motherfuckers are benefiting from my people. And it's no shade, nigga. It's just letting you know that you better get on board with us because you're not white. And they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They're fucking you too. So anyways, what we do is, again, we take that census. We know what's in our community, and we work with what we got. But we have to work together with it because a nation divided or a house divided will not stand.
already. Let me since we hit that area in regards to the other demographics. I say black. I don't say BIPOC. It's black.
What's that supposed to be? BIPOC is supposed to be like everybody?
Black, indigenous people of color.
Okay.
I say black, and then indigenous people of color are on their own. Not on their own, but they're in their own category. They are not part of us because they're quicker to side with the other demographic. So again, to canonize on that, when you said
you speak more into your mic, please.
When you say community, my apologies. When you say community, let's go back to the black community in regards to letting these other demographics come into their community, make money off of them, and not invest that money back into their community. You don't see anybody in those hair care stores and the gas stations, any of those people give back to Pop Warner, to the high schools or elementaries that's in the neighborhood, to the community efforts. I can say when I was, this is, again, I'm an older demographic. This was 30, 40 years ago here in Oak Cliff. I ran for a position at my university, and I was able to go to the different community restaurants and things of that nature and be able to ask for donations because I was a staple in the community. They were a staple. They knew me. I knew them. But now you have people in our communities who do not support us, who do not give back to us, and yet we still give them our dollars. They take their cars, their money back to the other neighborhoods and invest in them and buy them, send their kids to school. So what do we do in regards to that? We used to have everything in our community sold, bought, and distributed by us. how do we continue to deal with this? Do we let them stay and ask them to give, or do we let, what do we do? What do we do?
We cut through the bullshit. So I appreciate that point because that's a real good point. I'm not gonna lie to you. After the civil rights moment, and after we got some headway, and after we got led into that burning building that was integration, a lot of our we became what's the word, lethargic, complacent, simulated, and we kind of like put our head down because now the ones that did have to deal with the fuck shit could breathe just a little bit. You know, they could breathe. So their children, their descendants, us, you, kind of like we got to sit on the fruit of that, and we didn't have to. All it was just stories. You know, it wasn't something that we actively had to deal with.
Yes.
So because of that, we got I'm in full solo mode today. So we became pussies. I'm not gonna lie to you. We became pussified. We became jellified. We became used to some fuck shit. So we allowed these motherfuckers to breathe in our neighborhoods because we allowed them to breathe and stay in our neighborhoods. Motherfuckers not gonna do anything about it because niggas was worried about their own shit. Niggas was worried about their own blocks. Niggas was worried about their own whatever. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck how you treat us and how you talk to us because niggas will talk to niggas crazy. Niggas kill niggas. Niggas, like Kevin Gates said, niggas hide under niggas' cars waiting to see who they can rob and finesse and shit. You know how many times a nigga told me in this community that he'll finesse me? I'll kill one of you bitch ass niggas. You'll never finesse me. But I'm saying the way that we deal with this shit is if we don't hold each other accountable as far as what stores will promote of our own, because we don't promote our own shit. Again, we'll go into our own stores, not again, but we'll go into our own stores we'll go in our own stores asking for discounts, or we'll go in our own stores expecting expecting different type of treatment. Or when you go into some of these black owned stores, some of the prices would be so exorbitant and shit like that. It kind of like doesn't make sense. So anyways, what I'm saying is, and what my point is that we're like not only are we pussy currently, but also we don't support each other, not like we should. You got Omar and Kumar that's in every 7-Eleven, that's in every corner store, because they get loans and shit, because they saved up and they got approved by the bank to purchase this property. But if we was to do the same shit, we'll shoot up that store. You know what I mean? We'll shoot up they shit too. But by and large, we let Umar and Kumar and Han and all these Koreans and all them, we let them in our neighborhoods. Not to say that they should be terrorized, but they should pay into the neighborhoods that they live. Because if they were anywhere else, they would pay into the neighborhoods that they live.
They would.
So that won't happen unless we step on some shit. And now again, I'm not telling you to burn their shit down, but I'm saying they have to pay. Not that we're asking, but that you have to pay. And you have to. It's not because it's not their community. That's why they don't. Because they don't live in these communities.
They have a business in it, and since you're in it, give back.
Yeah, because you have to. And then if you don't, well, unfortunately, something might happen to your building.
Okay. Well, okay. Not doing with that one. But
people don't respect peace. People don't respect asking. We tried to be nice for many years. I've tried to be nice. I've been nice my whole life. I'm still nice. You know, I don't speak this way to women. I don't speak this way to men. I don't speak this way to children. But I hate bitch ass niggas. I hate cunts. I hate people who only care about themselves. I hate it. I hate it so much that I'll do something to you if you ever come against me in any type of way. So you kind of gotta have some type of aggression with something, because if you don't, you go for the fuck shit. You go for the fucking. And we've been going for the fucking for a long time. We tried to be nice. We tried to ask. They called it affirmative action. Affirmative action. They looked at it like a bad thing. They tell you that you need to stop being a victim, as if being a victim doesn't mean that you've been fucking me my whole life. The only reason I'm a victim is because you've been doing something to me. You know, So these people, they use these words and they tell you to stop talking because they know exactly, the real ones, they know exactly what the fuck they did, and they know that they deserve death on sight.
They know what they did. They don't care.
Yeah. And I don't care about them either, because it's righteous, and that's righteous. That's righteous to me. That's not evil to me. For me to love them is for me to grab my sword. That's true love, because that means I love myself. That means I'll protect myself.
Since we're on the subject, I don't know if you know, because he's. I've been looking at social media. Of course, I follow a lot of different sites, Threads and Instagram, things of that nature. And I was noting that a lot of white Americans, they love to speak up, post things in regards to the Nazi Americans, Nazis walking around America, Nazis. And I don't know if people truly know that America, Jim Crow South, the Nazis came here to study their methods and took it and formed the Nazi Party. So I'm wondering, do you feel that your demographic is educated enough in order to even begin this fight, or I don't want to wait till your kids get old enough to deal with this.
Unfortunately, right. Unfortunately, excuse me for that interruption. But unfortunately, and this kind of goes back to what my point was earlier. I don't think certain parts of my demographic, and I'm just talking about specifically my community. I don't think, even if we did know, I don't think we give a fuck until it affects us. So the fact that Nazi Germany did study Jim Crow is phenomenal. Most of the world study Jim Crow as far as how to treat you niggas, how to treat their lowest demographic. American racism is the epitome of racism. Is epitome of racism. It's what led to apartheid and all this shit. American racism is the top tier and how to treat you niggas all over the world. So really, the fact that American blacks don't have any allies in the diaspora is kind of fucking disgusting as well. You Jamaican motherfuckers need to be supporting us. You Caribbean motherfuckers need to be supporting us. You African motherfuckers and y'all nations need to be supporting us. But y'all got your own shit going on internally with each other. So, shout out to Sudan and shit. We can, kind of touch on that if you want to in a minute. But anyways, to answer your question, what is my demographic on? Are we aware? I don't think we've experienced enough pain yet. Unfortunately,
we haven't experienced enough.
My demographic, to care, because it hasn't hit home yet. Not all the way yet. Again, motherfuckers are still worried about their parlays. Motherfuckers are still worried about, they trying to get some. I hear niggas right now, I'm trying to get some money, bitch ass nigga. No, nigga, you're a bitch, nigga, because you only care about yourself, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck NBA, fuck NFL, fuck NHL, fuck MLB, fuck all this shit. You greedy motherfuckers. You greedy motherfuckers. Not to say that you can't get your money, you bitch ass nigga, but I'm just saying, take a stand for something, you bitch ass nigga. Stand for something, bitch ass nigga. Otherwise, you just a bitch ass nigga, and history is gonna forget you, you bitch ass nigga, and you're leaving a worse world than the world that you came up in, you bitch ass nigga. You came up in a world that is not the same world that is currently right now. You had the liberty of coming up and kind of like being able to like be comfortable and shit. The world that we're living in and that we're leaving a legacy of is not gonna be the same world for your kids and grandkids, you bitch ass nigga.
Agreed.
Bitch ass nigga.
I appreciate that passion. I really do.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of these bitch ass niggas. There's a lot of bitch ass niggas. I grew up with a lot of these bitch ass niggas. I know how they think, and they bitch ass niggas. Straight up and down.
So with that response, and I got two more talking points in regards to your response. One being the diaspora. Do you feel like, because we do have a lot of people, a lot of black Americans leaving this country because they're sick of the shit.
Right.
So they're traveling to other countries, trying to get away from the drama. Should we stay and fight?
Right. That's a good question. That's a really good question. I've struggled with that myself. I think that I can't tell you honestly to stay. I wouldn't say that to you because I myself, I'm getting the fuck out of here too. And, you know, but it's also, you got to think about it like this. Um, there's a flip side to that. When you leave, just know that you are leaving somewhere and you're leaving the problem for somebody else. And also, when you leave, how long do you think you can keep leaving until that problem follows you to wherever you go? And also, in theory, and in theory, and on paper, up until recently, actually, this still and is the best place to be on the planet as far as as far as the diversity, as far as the opportunities that you can have. America and the idea of America is the best idea that is currently in the modern world. There's no other place on the planet where resources are so abundantly available. I got this $10,000 mic, so we all good on that. Don't worry about that. Uh, but the idea of America is still the best idea on the planet. Um, but I can't tell you to stay and stay in a burning house. I can't tell my people that. But also, I just want to give you both perspectives. You're leaving the problem for somebody else if you do leave, but I do understand leaving because we did get led into a burning house. But I don't fault this kind of. I don't fault Mr. King, Dr. King. I'm sorry. I do not fault Dr. King for his effort because I do believe his intentions were genuine, and I do believe that he wanted because even when we were separate, it was not equal. So these motherfuckers have never played fair. They've never played fair. And if as much as they say that we need to go back to Africa, we're not from Africa. We're not from anywhere else. We're from North America. We're true North Americans. We've been here for centuries and centuries and centuries. We just woke up as slaves. But before slaves, we roamed these lands freely, and we traded freely with all the people. We traded freely with Anglo-Saxons before they became violent. We traded freely with the Olmecs. You know what I'm saying? This is our place. This is our kingdom. So again, when we leave, just know that you're leaving it for another person to clean up. And when you come back, just know that your house may be destroyed.
I've heard the same argument from people. Like I said, I have discussions with my peers in regards to that. Some of us, want to leave. Some of us are like, you know what, my people, my family, my generations have fought and bled on this land. We built it, we farmed it, we lived it. It's ours just as much as yours. I'd be damned if I would.
Exactly. The only thing that goes against that is, like, I'll give you a particular example. The NRA, the Second Amendment group, right? The NRA that always say that we have the right to bear arms, and that's an American right. Well, it was a group that you people need to research if you never heard of them, called the Black Panther Group, and it's particularly in California. They were exercising their right to walking around with bare arms. They were exercising their right to protect themselves and protect their communities. And this bitch ass group, when they did that, they changed the rules. They lobbied for stricter gun rules and laws in California and shit like that there. Anyways, I know California is just one example, but California is kind of like its own country. So anyways, outside of that, exactly. What I'm saying is that even when we do try to play fair, even when we exercise our rights as Americans, now, we've never been considered true Americans. Now, I want y'all to know that. But even when we try to play the game and play fair and just live, they'll change the rules.
Move the goalpost.
They'll move the goalpost. So it's like, yeah, I built this motherfucker, but I built it. Let's just act like this is an AK. I built this motherfucker, but I had a gun in my back when I was building. I was held hostage. I was a prisoner of war when I was building it. So the idea of superiority is also covered in inferiority and shame. And the reason that these people have such a strong boot on our necks is because they know that they deserve death on sight. I can't reiterate that enough. They know that they deserve death on sight. So because that they know that they deserve death on sight, they can't let up. So they'll never, these people will die before they ever go back to some shit, you know, before they ever allow you to have a same equal opportunity, because there's such a anti-black sentiment, because again, they know how evil that they've been. And because we were the slave class, someone like that can never respect a slave. So, there's no real solution of right now other than to go through the pain and to go through the fire, and for multiple groups and multiple demographics to experience extreme amounts of pain and volatility. There's no real solution. So I don't have a solution as far as stay, and I don't have a solution as far as go. We kind of like just need to see what happens.
Okay, already. I got one more question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
And we can wrap it up how you like. But I noticed again, I'm from Dallas, and I noticed in the news that Fort Worth is about to have a meeting, and they're asking everybody to come out in Dallas County, city of Dallas and Dallas County to come out and vote. They're thinking about, well, no, they're not thinking about it. What they want to do is turn the police departments into ICE agents as well.
Fort Worth did that. Yeah, Fort Worth is a bunch of pussies. Fort Worth is the least.
The city of Dallas County, but they're having the meeting in Fort Worth. But yeah,
it's the city of Dallas County having the meeting in Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, in regards to Fort Worth, Dallas, all the surrounding counties, and turning our police officers into ICE agents.
Let me just before I feel about how I tell how I feel about that. Let me say in all transparency, do we have an illegal immigrant problem in this country? Yes, we do. We do. The first illegal immigrant probably was the Caucasian and the Anglo-Saxon and the Slavic and all those various groups of whites that came into our countries illegally. That was the first illegal immigrant problem, and they brought their diseases and their lack of humanity over here. So that was the first illegal immigrant problem, and we did not have we did not maintain an ICE type patrol. We did have various different groups of natives though who did not fuck with these people, but they don't really tell those stories again because it's too violent, you know. But if you research history, it's some native groups that used to kill these motherfuckers. They didn't like them. They didn't trust them. They didn't like them, you know. But I say all that to say, do we have an illegal immigrant problem that has constantly infiltrated our borders? Yes, we do. It's brought upon by both parties. So the Democratic Party will let these motherfuckers in, and then the Republican Party say that the Democratic Party did it. But again, they kind of both working in tandem because the Democratic Party wanted to get rid of the black vote and replace the black vote with these illegal motherfuckers, and then the Republican Party kind of wants to like control some shit because it wants the niggas to be, you know, back under control and shit. So it's like they kind of both work in tandem. So anyways, I say all that to say that I'm not surprised. It just goes back to show you that I didn't authorize like the all these people are civil servants. So I did not authorize my vote or my tax dollars to be used to militarize my police force. And that's exactly what they're doing. This is not for the people. This is not by the people. What is the way and what is the solution then to get illegal immigrants out of our neighborhoods and shit like that there? Kind of like you open up the floodgates already. So honestly, what's the real solution? I don't have that answer, but I do know that the reason that they're here is not unintentional. I do know that. And I don't have the answer for that.
Let me piggyback off of what you just said. They come over here, you know, and what can we do about it? They come over here because their countries are destabilized or their countries are going through something, and they want a better life for them and their children. And if they can send money back home and take care of their family, so be it. what we can do as a nation is hold our government accountable and stop infiltrating different governments and destabilizing their economy, destabilizing their administrations. You know, America needs to mind its fucking business and take care of home.
That's a good point. I appreciate you opening my mind. Yeah. So if the real answer to all this shit is that America has fucked with all of these countries, and you be like, well, is it our fault that Mexico is the way it is? Kinda. Is it our fault that these third world countries are the way that they are? Kinda. Pretty much. What we'll do is we'll only put people in position that are pro our interest, you know, and we've seen that a lot, especially in on the African continent as well. Um, you just said it though. We be destabilizing their governments, and then when the people need to flee and look for better lives and look for better resources and things of that nature, then we make it hard for them. How do we? I guess I could ask you, how do we as people hold our government accountable then?
If you don't mind me answering real quick, I appreciate that. Asking me a question. That's crazy. Thank you, SOLARMAN.
Oh yeah, I don't get in front of this camera and act like I know all. Hell no, I'm trying to learn too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I honestly feel like our country right now. I know 90%, 92% of the black women step back.
You want to get into that mic as much as you can, please.
My apologies, everyone. I hope this is better. I do realize that 92% of the black women in America, they voted for Kamala. And let me put this in quotes. Black people vote for everybody's interests when we vote. The majority of us vote for everybody's interests. Whereas other nationalities, not nationalities, but other races of people in this country tend to vote for either their one ticket item or their own personal interests, not for the interests of all. And I feel like on January the 6th, I can give these white boys credit in regards to that. If you truly feel like your government does not have your back or is doing something to you, which we weren't, and you see they acted a damn donkey to storm the Capitol, beat people, all this shit. If they had heart, they truly fought for what they believe in, and I believe all these so-called fake ass allies that are online or that, you know, the marches, they're not protests, they're fucking walking in the street wearing costumes. It's not, you're not destabilizing anything, you're not fighting back, you're not just quit sitting up here setting dates and shit of that nature. Like, just go.
So a more direct answer though, like how do we get rid of all the illegals in the country?
Well, no, that's not an answer I have for you, because I can't answer that. I'm not government. But what I can say is, again, we can take power back from our government. Our tax dollars pay our government. Us going to work, us fueling the taxes in our states, in our counties, in our neighborhoods. If we actually gave a shit, all this shit can be shut down right here and now.
Just saying, we just don't like the general way that the shit is going. We don't like the way y'all getting down, period.
Yeah, we as Americans never had to deal with destabilization like other countries have.
Right.
We didn't get bombed after World War II and had to rebuild, and so we've never had to. I'm sorry, when I say we, I'm not including Black Americans. I'm just talking about IPOC and white folks. They never had to deal with having to rebuild anything, having to get over anything, having to fight for anything. It was always still just here. So I personally feel that in order for a change to be made, white people that are not the January 6th type will have to storm the Capitol and drag his ass out the White House. Our congressmen and women and representatives, stop being civil and shit, and start cussing these people out and calling it out like it is. Stop doing interviews and not calling out these reporters in the media
for these soft ass questions, for not fighting back, for not fighting back against lies.
It's obvious that we have a state-ran media that only that they better talk in the interest of the current regime or else. So that's obvious.
You're not true journalists, and you're not a true station.
Yeah, that's obvious. So yeah, I believe so too. I'm a piggyback off that just a little bit before we get up out of here. Yeah, there's no real answer to the illegal immigrant problem. I feel like all we can do is try to police our neighborhoods as much as possible and come together as much as possible and hold our state elected officials accountable in our local communities, in our local neighborhoods. And yeah, on a national scale, we can hold them accountable as well, because the reason that they in here like that is because of obviously our foreign interests in other countries and our borders kind of being wide open. So they already, the ones that's here is kind of like already here. The only thing that we can do now is kind of to look towards for a better future, is what I think. So I agree with that. We got to hold everybody accountable, and that goes back to what we was talking about earlier in the discussion as well, as far as we need to know exactly who we working with and what we working with, and that's the only way that we can move forward.
Agreed. Already. I appreciate you, Solar Man. I truly appreciate you coming. I appreciate you talking to me. I appreciate you answering my questions. And asking me a question and giving me a chance to say something. I appreciate that, sir.
Oh, right on. I'm appreciating your platform. This is gonna be one of the dopest platforms in Texas. You know, everybody else kind of be talking about the fuck shit, gang banging shit, stupid shit. You know, just goofy internet shit. This is a platform that talks about shit with actual stuff with actual substance. So I appreciate you. And we're not gonna sit in front of this camera and act like we know everything, because I don't. But what I am is passionate. So I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to be used. I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to be used to better help our people. And our people is people of color, which is, you know, just indigenous people all over the world, but also people who have a heart that is gifted to them from God, and who are interested in the sovereignty and the well-being of all people, not just their own particular racial group. So I'm aware of that as well. I'm not a black supremacist, but I need to start somewhere, and I'm going to start with my people. So I appreciate you having me, and I look forward to what this interview do for people, because it definitely it opened my mind up to some stuff. So I appreciate you having me.
Thank you. All right, Solar Man. Yeah.
Cut through the bullshit.